Hey, good morning. Here's a look at your pollen report on this Tuesday after a long weekend where we have moderate counts for birch, a moderate count for ash, and we have low counts this morning for acer, which is the family of box elder and maple. If you add all those together, we have a total pollen level today of high. And once again, that brought to you by Reactin. We hope you're breathing easier on this Tuesday. Let's see what's going on weather-wise for you. Let's take a look at that forecast right now as we can take a look at what's going to happen for today. Seasonal highs for this time of year should be closer to about 19.5. Your low should be right around 7.5 degrees. With that, the record 32.2 set back in 1962. You can see we're waking up underneath some cloud cover, and you can see how the camera this morning, as we take a look through eyes east, is bouncing around. The reason for that camera bouncing around, breezy easterly winds, about 20 to 40 kilometers per hour. 13 degrees, but with that wind makes it feel a little bit cooler. And today we're not going to warm up much further. We'll see daytime high right around 16. Overnight lows tonight right around 12. Tomorrow we'll be off into the sunshine, lots of sunshine, 17. And then there it is, Thursday warming up to 19 degrees, sunshine continuing. And by the weekend, those temperatures will be to the mid to upper 20s with humidex values possibly into the 30s Saturday and Sunday. That is a look at your forecast on your Tuesday. Now look at your Tuesday roads with you, Steph.
Thanks so much, Frankie. Yes, Tuesday roads are looking pretty good for the most part, but I do want to start off by saying that we have long-term construction actually starting off today. It's the Jarvis ramps to the eastbound Gardner. They're closed as of yesterday, actually, and they will be closed until January 2021. So that is something that you want to keep in mind for your essential travel if that's a ramp you usually take. Taking a look at what we are watching this morning right now, westbound 401 west of Yonge in the Express. It looks like we have the right shoulder here blocked off because of a collision. MTO is on the scene, a little bit bunched up moving by this issue here, but not a bad drive overall. It's actually looking pretty good on the 401, both in the Express and Collectors, eastbound and westbound across the GTA, so not a bad drive. Southbound 410 heading out of Brampton to the top of your screen there. That's moving well down to the 401. We're also looking at a fantastic drive on the 400 to the left there, all the way down towards the 401. And you'll also find the southbound 404 DVP combo moving very well out of Newmarket, heading down towards the 401, and then onto the DVP heading into the downtown core. So all in all, not a bad drive. Off from Russo, we do have a problem. We have Renshaw, which is east of Keele, south of Shepherd, from Tavistock to Langholm, closed for a fire investigation. That likely to be closed until the end of the week. To help you stay safe and at home, Lowe's is offering free parcel shipping and curbside pickup with online purchases at lowes.ca. That's a look at your roads, and now I'll send things back upstairs to Mel with a look at your news.
Steph, thank you for that. What we're watching this morning, an elderly woman has been taken to hospital with minor injuries this morning after a 2-alarm house fire in North York. And we are standing by live right now. The scene is on Renshaw Street near Wilson and Keele. What we know, this blaze started in the basement, quickly spread to the upper floors when firefighters had to pull out of this home. They found some compressed gas tanks inside. As you can see here, the fire is now out, but sadly, we are learning the family dog was killed. There's no word yet on a cause. We'll continue to watch this here. And a search is set to resume this morning for a 12-year-old boy who is believed to have been trapped and killed in the basement of a Markham home after an explosion and fire yesterday morning.
There is a substantial debris field in the basement. The materials that were non-combustible have collapsed into the basement, and surviving combustible materials are in the basement. There is water in there, so it looks to be about 2 to 3 feet deep. I can't tell you if it's all debris or mostly water with debris.
The explosion happened on Burr Oak Avenue near Kennedy and Major Mackenzie. A section of Burr Oak remains closed this morning. 2 other children, a 6-year-old boy and a 14-year-old boy, as well as their 41-year-old mom, all taken to hospital with critical injuries. The cause still under investigation as well. U.S. President Donald Trump says he may pull funding for the World Health Organization permanently over its handling of COVID-19, calling the UN agency a, quote, puppet for China.
So I'm not happy with the World Health Organization. And guess what? There's some of the people around this table who would understand being in a business, in some cases international. I'm not happy with the World Trade Organization at all either.
Trump says the WHO has 30 days to implement major changes, or it may pull its funding from the organization, which amounts to as much as $500 million annually. He has blamed the agency for China defending downplaying the severity of the COVID outbreak. The virus has killed some 90,000 Americans and more than 300,000 worldwide. The head of the WHO says this is not the time for politics.
the risk remains high. And we have a long road to travel.
Trump's criticism of China is confusing. Back in January, he praised that country's leader for his transparency and management of the outbreak. Trump also said yesterday he is taking daily doses of hydroxychloroquine. That's an anti-malarial drug that he once touted as a possible tool in fighting COVID. All right, let's bring you back home now. It is the day that a lot of retailers have been looking forward to, opening their doors for the first time since this pandemic began, and it is all part of the province's slow reopening plan. So physical distancing has to be kept front of mind, practicing safety first. Let's give you a rundown of what we'll see open today. Retail stores that have a street entrance with limited capacity, certain health and medical services, including in-person counseling, scheduled services, surgeries rather, libraries for pickup or delivery, outdoor recreational amenities, vet and animal services, including grooming, private household services, and general maintenance and repair services. And in Montreal, a series of reopenings are slated to roll out within the next 2 weeks after Quebec reported its lowest death toll since April the 12th. Montreal area businesses will open May 25th, followed by daycares on June the 1st. As well, non-urgent surgeries are set to resume throughout the province. Students and parents in Ontario should be finding out today whether they will be back to class this school year. Education Minister Stephen Lecce expected to update the government's plans at the province's daily media briefing this afternoon. Ontario's publicly funded schools, they have been shut down since mid-March due to the pandemic. An online learning program has been put in place. The province has shut down schools until the end of May, and there would be only 1 month left if they reopen. That announcement happening at 1 p.m. this afternoon. You can watch live on our website, citynews.ca. Well, there's a new way to see the Toronto Zoo. Starting Saturday, you can take your own car on a scenic safari drive-through experience. Guests will be allowed to drive their own cars along the staff-only roads and pedestrian walkways through the zoo and even through the lion cave in the African savanna. It'll make visitors feel like they're on a real-life safari, except seeing the animals from around the world, doing it from afar. The route is more than 3 kilometers. It takes up to an hour. Tickets must be purchased in advance and go on sale Friday at 11. Fun opportunity for the kids and adults, too.